Hey, I'm Jesse Broadwater.
And I'm Chelsea with the Pink Arrow Project.
Join together with us and other passionate archers from all around the globe
in the Taking Aim at Cancer Challenge 2018 to defeat cancer in my lifetime.
Bowjunky Media here with the 2018 Metropolis ASA. Let's take a moment and look at the participants in our Women's Open Pro Shootdown.
Pam Hockman, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Emily McCarthy, Wisconsin.
Sharon Wallace, Townville, South Carolina.
Madison Rakowski, Boyertown, Pennsylvania.
Cara Kelly, Lapeer, Michigan.
Everybody, Greg Poole, Bowjunky Media here. We're at the 2018 ASA in Metropolis, Illinois. I'm here with esteemed colleague, Elite Pro Staff Manager Darren Christianberry. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by True Ball and Excel. We have survived the heat thus far, and we are all set up. The archers have had their time to judge. It's go time.
It's go time. We do have a fan to help with the heat.
We have a 72-inch fan blowing on the back of our legs, and we're not hating on it. So first up is our Women's Open Pro. Who do we got?
We got Pam Hockman leading with a 414 and 12 bonus rings. Emily McCarthy is at a 410 with 7 bonus rings. Sharon Wallace is currently in third with a 408 and 10. Madison Rutkowski is at a 407 with 11, and Cara Kelly is sitting in fifth with a 406 and 7 rings.
I'm pretty impressed with Cara Kelly coming out here 24, 25 weeks pregnant. This heat's got to be killing her.
She said earlier she was kind of bittersweet. She was glad to be in the shoot-off, but she wouldn't have been mad if she hadn't have made it because she's pregnant.
Exactly. I mean, the heat's got to be just absolutely devastating on her right now. But here we go. This is going to be interesting. Obviously, Sharon Wallace and Emily, I did it again,
yep.
Emily McCarthy are going to be gunning for it hard.
I would think so, and there's only 8 points between first and fifth. So with the 12 ring and 14 ring in play, it'll be interesting to see who takes this.
No doubt. What do we got out there for targets?
The first target is the Blessbach. Target 2 is the Javelina. Number 3 is the Large Alert. 4 is the Strutting Turkey, and number 5 is the Russian Boar.
Absolutely, and then the target that is prone out there, which will be our 6th and final target, is
the Hill Country.
The Hill Country Buck. So here we go. Maddie Rakowski at full draw last, which is not uncommon for her.
Oh, she
lets down. She's got 35 seconds on the clock there, so plenty of time.
Plenty of time. She's shooting at the turkey, so
she saw strong at last weekend's OPA, so she's coming into this with some confidence.
She did, and she asked me for some words of wisdom. I said, just go out there and do your thing, make good decisions, and shoot good shots.
All right, here we go. Dawn's heading out there to give us our calls. Here we go. Leader Pam Hockman with an 8. That's going to not be the direction she needs to go with Sharon and Emily on her heels.
She doesn't need to go backwards.
So this Javelina is a pretty interesting shot here. Folks are going to see an 8 for Emily, so that's going to help Pam out there quite a bit. But that Javelina was put in between 2 trees, and you can only see the core in the 14, and figuring out how far it is behind those trees is going to be tricky.
Not easy.
As you guys can see from the Vortex yardage graphic, and a 10 for Sharon Wallace. 10 for Sharon Wallace. A little dark back there. Mike's not able to see all the way back in there with his Top Gun sunglasses on there. And so that's going to be a couple-point pickup there for Sharon, but that's going to be the tricky part. And as you can see from the Vortex yardage graphic, the distances are there, but they don't know how far they are behind that tree.
Yeah,
so a 10 for Madison Rakowski.
And the shadows make that even tougher to figure out.
Absolutely. Here we go. Russian Boar for Cara Kelly, who is not waiting around on the stake to find out. If she shot a 5 right here, she'd probably just go get in her car and leave, I think.
I figured she'd stay in the shade a little longer.
Right? She's rolling out. She's like, let's get them going. They're looking at this one pretty close.
I wonder if she went
that
for
is the closest target.
I wonder if she went for the 14.
And a 5 for Cara Kelly. So let's go to the PSE leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 2 in the Women's Open Pro here at the Metropolis ASA. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by True Ball and Excel here with Darren Christianberry. Looks like Cara Kelly went for it right off the bat, shot a 5 there.
She did. She was in 5th place, nowhere to go but up. She kind of laid it all out there. Unfortunately, shot a 5. She may get a little risky here since she has nothing to lose.
Absolutely. The move that you did see on the PSC leaderboard there, Sharon Wallace shoots a 10, whereas Emily and Pam drop 8. So Sharon moves up into a tie for second.
Yeah, she's cutting into Pam's lead by Pam coming back to her a little bit. So it's a lot of targets to go. It's going to be interesting to see.
No doubt about it. So here we go, 40 seconds on the clock. Maddie with plenty of time.
She's bearing down.
She's bearing down hard on it, and that is the closest target. So we'll see what we got out there. We can't really see if there's, we can't really see the impact on that one too entirely good. But Dawn gives us a 10 for Maddie Rakowski.
Sharon's got a pretty good looking arrow down
Sharon
there.
Wallace on the turkey. They're getting down on their knees to check it out.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's usually a good sign.
Good sign. I don't know if it was low enough to catch the top of that 12.
And a 12 for
She got
Sharon
it.
Wallace. Sharon's doing exactly what she needs to do.
She is making her move. Look out, ladies.
And nobody is surprised.
No.
Like Renee Hornbuckle down there pulling the Mary Poppins, cooling off Cara. That's a partner right there. And an 8.
Was that for Emily?
That was for Emily right there. 8 for Emily. So Sharon's making her move there. That's going to give her a 4-point lead on Emily.
With Sharon hitting that 12 and Emily shooting an 8. That was huge.
Here we go. Pam Hockman, current leader on the Havy, and a 10. 10 on the Javelina for Pam.
She
here we
maintains
go.
a 2-point lead now over Sharon.
Which is not much. And a 10 for Cara Kelly on the Blesbuck. So let's go to the PSC leaderboard and see how Sharon Wallace is making her move. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 3 in the Women's Open Pro here at the Metropolis ASA. This weekend's coverage brought to you by True Ball and Excel. All right, Darren, it's pretty obvious who's making a move in this particular shootdown.
And I would say Pam is hearing Sharon's footsteps as we speak.
No doubt about it. Sharon Wallace has come from 3rd spot to be only 2 points off the lead with a 3-point lead over Maddie Rakowski.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily McCarthy has fallen back into 4th there.
It's going to be interesting. I know this lighting's tough. They're standing out in the sun. These targets are back in this woods. It's got to be tough for them to see. So aiming really, really tight is probably tough.
Well, whether it is or isn't, whatever the reason is, Maddie Rakowski is taking her time and trying to make the best shot she can.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is Maddie on the Blesbuck with an 8.
It's the second high arrow we've seen on that target.
That's going to stem her momentum a little bit there. So, all right, here's Cara Kelly on the Javelina.
She's gunning hard at that 12. That's pretty low.
Yes, with an 8.
Just under it.
So an 8 for Cara Kelly. So here we go, Pam Hockman.
Pretty good looking arrow there for Pam. That's
It looks
the
pretty.
longest target.
It does, and they didn't look at it much. And a 10. 10 for Pam Hockman. Pam's going to need to start hitting some rings here,
She's
Darren.
going to have to, yeah, because Sharon, she's got a couple short targets still to shoot. So Pam's
Sharon's
gonna have
on
to-
the shortest target right here. I can't. Let me step over to the side here and see. It does not look like Sharon went for the 14 based on the height of the arrow. That's a 10 for Emily McCarthy.
It puts Sharon at a 440, just 2 points behind Pam still.
So let's see what Sharon Wallace has right here. That last one was Emily.
Oh, that last one was
There we
Emily,
go.
my
So
bad.
10 for Sharon on the pig there. So let's go to the PSC leaderboard and see how they're shaking out. All right, everybody, Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media. We're at the 2018 Metropolis ASA event. This is arrow number 4 in the Women's Open Pro. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by True Ball and Excel, here with Darren Christianberry, Elite Pro Staff Manager. That third arrow there didn't really have a lot of movement, but thus far Sharon Wallace was definitely making some moves.
She's doing what she needs to do. She's got a couple targets left here in regulation, and I'm curious to see how she shoots this blessed spot, because the first couple 3 arrows we've seen have been high, other than Kara's was just left.
She's definitely bearing down on it hard.
Pretty good looking shot. She didn't give up any points anyway.
She didn't. Emily McCarthy still taking her time down there. 35 seconds on the clock, plenty of time.
She may be trying to find a spot to hit that 14 ring.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Make your move.
Absolutely. I mean, she's now in a, she's now, what is that, 6 points off the lead. She's 4 points out of second, 1 point out of third. So, I mean, why not?
Why not? I don't hear a lot of cheering from the crowd.
No,
so I don't know
at all.
She's no fireworks yet.
Emily with a 10.
Puts her at a 446.
A little surprised on that one.
Yeah.
10 for Pam on the turkey. Not sure what Pam's strategy is out there. I mean,
I don't know if we've seen a bonus ring on that pig yet, have we?
no, I don't think we have. 10 for Sharon Wallace. Oh, sorry, that was Cara Kelly there. Our bad. So here we go, Madison on the javelina.
That arrow looks a little bit low.
It does look a little bit low there. So we got Maddie Rakowski with an 8.
Puts her at a 443.
So we started off a little hot.
Yes.
Things have kind of leveled out here a little bit.
It has slowed down just a touch.
So here we go. Sharon Wallace with a 10. All right, so pretty much everybody just kind of held court right there. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. This is the 5th and potentially, but probably not, final arrow of the Women's Open Pro Shootdown here at the Metropolis Illinois ASA. This weekend's coverage brought to you by True Ball and Excel. Last couple arrows have been a little anticlimactic. Everybody just kind of hold and serve, but coming into this 5th and final one, I think Sharon's going to try to go hard at it.
Yeah, Sharon's hit a ring, and she made a little move to take over second place, but Pam still holds a 2-point lead over here, so it's getting crunch time.
Yeah, I mean, Sharon's on the heavy between the trees, and Pam's on the closest target on the range, so kind of hard to see.
Yeah, Kara's bearing down on the turkey. Good, strong shot.
Here comes Emily McCarthy at full draw. Looks like another little high arrow on the Blesbuck there.
I don't think she called upper, but it looks like she smoked it.
I didn't see anybody call upper.
Yeah,
so here we go. Oh, she did call for the upper 12.
She did call upper 12. Very nice.
And a 12 for
Perfect.
Emily McCarthy.
Good shot.
We didn't see her call it, but apparently she did. Steve, 10 for Sharon. All right, so here we go. Madison Rakowski on the deer.
Maddie on the longest target.
And a 12 for Maddie on the longest target of the course.
Great shot, Maddie. Moves her to 455.
That's going to help her out a bit.
For sure.
Let's see.
That'll probably get her in the final arrow.
See what Carlos. And a 12 for Cara Kelly. All of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of bonus rings.
They're just getting warmed up.
They are. Pam, hopefully Pam can get something done here on this hog. 12 for Pam, so bunch of 12s to end that there. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard and see how it looks. All right, Darren, here we go. This is the 6th and probably, potentially, most certainly the final arrow of the Women's Open Pro here at the Metropolis ASA. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by True Ball and Excel. Don has set the deer.
Yep.
He has set a new stake. The women have judged their distance. Cara Kelly is going to end up in our 5th spot. She was not within 10 points, so she is done. Madison Rakowski, where's she coming in at?
She snuck into the final arrow 9 points behind the leader, so she really should probably just let it all hang out here and shoot it to 14. She's got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, just for fun.
She's also 3 points off the podium, so she needs a bonus ring. A 14 would help her more than anything, so I think she lays it all out right here.
All right, so we just had the cloud of all clouds come over the top of us and pretty much do away with the sun.
For sure.
So that kind of evened out the lighting here, to be honest.
Yeah, it may change how they're seeing these targets, too. We've seen some high arrows today.
All right, here we go. Here's Madison Rakowski on her 6th and final arrow. She does have a high right arrow, so she definitely went for it. I don't hear the crowd oohing and awing or any of that, but a 5 for Madison Rakowski.
Good try, Maddie.
Absolutely. That's one of those situations where why not?
Yeah, you definitely have to. You're not going to finish any worse than 4th and force your competitors to make a mistake.
That's right. That's right. So here we go. We got Emily McCarthy up. Emily shot a pretty safe, pretty smart round here, just like she did at the OPA last weekend. Came out there, shot a very safe, smart round, ended up on the podium. And, hey, look, let's just be honest. Unless you're on fire, slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. And, I mean, these ladies here, I mean, Emily McCarthy, husband's Dan McCarthy. Guess who gets to help her judge and practice and work on her equipment?
You got it.
Sharon Wallace, married to one of the best yardage judges on the planet. So, obviously, they're threats when they get out here in these pressure situations because they know what they're doing.
Yep, absolutely. All right, here we go. Emily McCarthy coming to full draw. Think she goes for the 14, or I don't see her going for a 14 here.
She needs 3 points to get on the podium.
Yeah, I just don't see her going for something that could.
I think she'll bear down and shoot a 12 right here.
Ooh, the crowd oohs and ahs, so she might have hit something right there. 14 for Emily McCarthy. Oh, my goodness. Let me put some salt and pepper on those words.
Right on cue.
Right. Right on cue when I said I don't think she'll do that.
Oh, wow. She
wow.
did it.
Look at her. She's all smiles down there. So what does that put Emily McCarthy?
That puts Emily just 8 points. She puts 8 points ahead of Pam and puts her 12 points ahead of Sharon. So that was huge.
That was an absolutely giant move right there. I was not prepared for that.
No. Was Dan over there telling her what to shoot
I don't know, but I didn't see that coming. Sharon's just laughing like, what did you just do to me?
Now Sharon has to shoot at the 14 if she wants to try to win this tournament. That's what making your opponents come after you does right there. That's perfect.
Yeah, Sharon is now turning around like, oh, my strategy has now been modified.
If Sharon hits a 14, it puts her at 474. Then Pam would have to hit a 10 to tie her. Pam would have to hit a ring to win.
Right.
So big arrow right here for Sharon.
So do you think Sharon goes for the win, or do you think she goes to protect
I think
that
she
second
goes for
spot?
the win.
Okay.
I think she goes for it.
Especially after seeing Emily come out there and pound it.
Yes, for sure. She's probably got an arrow hole to aim at now.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. She's pulled up her spectacles again, making sure she's got a good spot down there.
I wonder if they could have seen that target that well with that sun blaring.
I doubt it.
I bet they couldn't either.
I mean, just from us standing over here, it looks way more even. So, all right, here we go. Sharon Wallace. All right. You know Sharon Wallace is going to bear down hard on this. Looks like she's aiming pretty good, Darren.
Yeah.
End of that stabilizer is not moving a whole lot.
She's focused. I wouldn't be surprised to see her smoke it. Looks a little bit
It looks
low.
a little bit low for a 14, that's
no
for sure.
cheers from the crowd. Maybe she went for the 12.
She looks like she did go for the 12, and she gets a 10.
10, that puts her at 470.
10 for Sharon Wallace.
So now
Well, that's interesting.
Pam needs a 8
8
to tie Emily. That's a 10 to win. So put this pin dead center 10 and make the best shot you can.
Put her
Pam.
down and let her buck. Here we go. Mike's down there talking about bonus rings and stuff, but I don't think Pam's having it.
No. She has selective hearing right now. She's going to aim center 10 and make a good shot and see if she can't take this home.
No doubt. Let's point out, this would be a big win for Hoyt.
For sure.
Yes,
For
absolutely.
sure. This is the Matthews Illinois Pro-Am. And,
Yes.
they don't want to see anybody but black and yellow on the top of the podium.
This is absolutely right. And Pam shot incredible all weekend.
Watch her front stabilizer right on Katie Johnson's shoulder. She's doing okay. A little bit of movement. She likes it.
She must have done it.
There you go. There you go. With a 10, Pam Hockman's going to be your 2018 Metropolis ASA Women's Open Pro Champion.
Sorry, 10 for her. Booster to 474.
Everybody, Bowjunky Media here. We're at the 2018 Metropolis ASA, and this is your Women's Open Pro shot of the shootdown.
That would be Pam Hockman's 12 on target number 5 of regulation. Helped her extend her lead and secured her victory.
Absolutely. She had not hit a bonus ring yet, and she came out. She said she was judging a little bit aggressively because she watched our pre-cap show and didn't want to get too lackadaisical out there. She finally got her yardage dialed in, and that 12 sealed the deal going into the last arrow. Hey everybody, Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media. We're with your 2018 Metropolis ASA Women's Open Pro Champion, Pam Hockman. How's that sound?
Sounds pretty good.
All right, talk to us a little bit about this shoot down right there. You weren't hitting a lot of bonus rings.
I was going for every one of them. I was over judging. I listened to your pre thing, and you said I was going to play safe, and I thought I'm going to try staying at 10, but I'm going after him.
There you go. Well, you ended up hitting that 12 there, I believe the 4th arrow, and that was kind of the turning point there. Once you hit that 12, you really started picking it up after that. Talk to us about that last shot right there.
Again, just my thing is my number. I wanted to make sure I had a good number, aim center, and it worked.
There you go. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
We have a